Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Winter 2023 Dragon Warrior Randomizer Tournament. And we've got some real hot matches lined up for you this evening. Back-to-back runs of Juef, Edge, OOG, and Cyberdark are going to be doing things. And you're going to need to be paying attention because this is going to go by fast. This week's flags, because, in the winter tournaments, we like to really let the randomizer flex what it can do with all of its flags. We're gonna go into a really fast seed. We've got randomized weapon prices, randomized XP requirements, permanent torch, randomized monster XP and gold, fast text with speed hacks, open and short Sherlock, no keys, very fast XP, a small map, and to top it off, Three's Company is a valid win condition. So when this goes, it's gonna go. I am Sneaky the Lost. With me in the commentator's booth is DK, Flower Power on the restreams, and we've got RG and Shilali on the tracking. And while I've been talking, we've already been grabbing. So I'll kick it over to DK.
Yeah, nothing super helpful here so far. In the throne room, they picked up a dragon scale and a torch. Torch not too bad with only 7 strength. In the treasury, they found another torch. They got an herb, some gold, and the death necklace. Death necklace most likely just going to be sold if anything. As in this flag set, the main objective for these runners is going to be get the princess, get her to the Dragon Lord, and say yes instead of no like we normally do.
Yep, looks like Cyberdark did a torch grind there, so he's got some viable early game weapons here. Torches can be tossed in combat to do half the damage of a hurt spell.
Yeah, it looks like all runners check in the basement. Tablets in the basement. Doesn't seem like anybody will want to do that, but immediately Oog went up and found Swamp Cave next to Garenham.
And of course, there's 3 checks here in Garenham behind the door.
So one of our pieces out of the way. We know where Swamp Cave is. Now we just got to figure out where Sherlock is and get enough to get there.
Magidrake's worth 110 experience point, immediately bumped him up, got both more, and is at level 11.
Juef with the early lead here, but as you saw, one enemy bumped him up 10 levels to level 11. I think the others will be there very momentarily once they finish their little shopping spree.
I was not kidding when I said, hold on to your butts, folks, we're moving.
She'll find in the Stones Cave, aka the Freebie Cave, only a set of wings in there. Unfortunately for him, he's going the wrong way for where at least Swamp is, but we still don't know where Sherlock is, so he might come across that in his exploration.
Armored Knights would sleep. Where have I seen that before?
Exactly. So that's something to watch for sure. We don't have a lot of Sherlock that we have to deal with, but we do have to make it around the bottom floor in this short Sherlock flag, and it is a long walk around there.
Yeah, mind you, Wyverns are also worth 100 and something.
Yeah, that 113, and it bumped him immediately another level, so up to level 12 here. Werewolf's not really worthwhile at 6.
Another level from another Wyvern. Okay, Warlocks aren't worth much. At level 14, we have Ghost at Agility and 119 hit points. 78 NP is already not bad. 81 Strength, we're gonna need to work on that one still.
Not at all, because we don't have to kill the Dragon Lord, so Juef is in full go mode. He just doesn't know where Swamp. He's the only one of our runners that didn't walk north. The other 3 know where Swamp is. No one knows where Sherlock is, but Juef has come across Caitlin and is finally going to possibly get some equipment here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I knew it was going to be a jet seed, but we're looking at, what, 2 minutes into this race, and we've already got ghost stats.
And we have a hurt mortal enemy on the spike, at least in Swamp. That Axe Knight goes down for Cyberdark. He's going to be the first runner here to pick up the princess and see if he can go out and find where Sherlock is.
We could be seeing a 5-minute seed if he finds Sherlock.
Yeah, Sharlock and a little bit of run luck, along with a little bit of spike luck. We never know if these runners might come across maybe a Wombo Red Dragon on that spike just before the Dragon Lord and have to figure out how to get around that.
Yep, I mean, we did see an AK with sleep. We don't know what else it's got. They may also have put them on blast.
All right, so Cyberdark picking up another couple levels here as he's going to head out the South Swamp exit. Meanwhile, Edge is now in here picking up his princess. We'll see which direction he decides to go searching for.
And juef found your cave. Not exactly relevant on this particular run.
Yeah, unfortunately for juef, he's been everywhere but where the Garenham Swamp Cave location is. With a small map, though, there is a strong possibility it's single continent, so he might alternately find the opposite entrance in the swamp with as much exploration as he's doing here.
That would be an interesting setup.
And question in chat, assuming this is race 1, correct, this is race 1, but stats and levels came very, very quickly. As you can see, we have 2 of our runners running around with the princess. 3 of our runners have located Swamp, with juef being the odd man out, and no one has found Sharlock yet. Juef and OOG doing a high five at the Mountain Cave entrance, both immediately leaving there. All right, as we see, we got runners all over the place on this map. No remote sign of Sharlock as of yet. We do have what appears to be Edge. Going to take a quick check and see if maybe he can pick up an armor or sword off of this spike, and does get the Erdrick sword.
That's at least a little bit useful for beating off the slings and arrows of outrageous mobs.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, he's an Erdrick Summoner away from being able to kill a Dragon Lord if he wanted to at this point, but still a little faster to just turn into Princess if we can get there. Well, the search continues. We have runners all over this map. We have seen no signs of Sharlock yet. We have OOG back in the Swamp Cave here, so he's going to be picking up his princess momentarily. Meanwhile, juef still is just not location that cave. It is just one screen north of the starting castle, and unfortunately, he has gone every other direction but north.
And juef has found the town of Breckenary, home of the 6 Gold Inn. We'll leave a torch out for you.
Yeah, just this is just crazy. We have seen a ton of this map at this point. We've had runners go out back out the north entrance. We've had a runner go out the south entrance of Swamp. We have OOG coming back into Swamp.
There it is.
There we go. Edge is going to be our first runner to get there. Edge wisely topping off here, not knowing what's going to be in here, but with 83 agility, has decent odds to run. We saw him first turn run from that Red Dragon. A slight underdog, but it pays off for him here. Almost assured, barring some commentator's curse of a Wombo enemy, of being able to pull off first in this race 1, but we'll see what happens.
This red is being very much blocky here.
Yeah, use those heal mores, Edge. No need to conserve that MP to an extent, because you can just fight right through this. We don't need the MP for the Dragon Lord fight, just enough to get through this fight coming up.
The Stone Man.
Easy enough too. Throws him to sleep. Nails him. Armor Knight's trying to play a little hardball there. And as soon as he turns left and talks, we're going to get a W here. As long as he says yes.
Break out your GGs. Edge comes in first place at 9 minutes and 12 seconds.
Yeah, just
there it is on juef. Juef found Charlock, but doesn't have the princess.
Oh my gosh, that's exactly what I was getting ready to say. He now has location data for where to take the princess, but just unfortunately the entrance the cave has eluded him. As we both know, it is literally like 3 tiles off screen to the north as soon as you head north from Tantagel. It's the only direction he didn't walk directly from the castle.
And Cyberdark is now going through the Stone Man himself and will shortly get his victory. Red trying to play body blocker. Get down, Mr. Dragon Lord. Oh, OOG has found it and has the princess in hand.
There we go. So 10:05 for Cyberdark, going to finish second in this first race of 2 races. So don't think this is over. We got another race coming up after this. But as we saw, I mean, there's some dangerous enemies down here, mind you. But with the amount of stats these guys got, it's virtually a free trip around here for the W.
Yeah, so why don't we go over how this is going to work? We get 2 runs. We're going to add up the points from both runs. If there's a tie on points, then whoever has the shortest time total between both runs gets the win. And that individual is the one that gets the points to move forward in the tournament, correct?
That's correct, yeah. Each one of these races is pointed 5, 3, 2, 1. We'll aggregate those totals at the end. If a runner has a clear advantage, they get that victory. If there's a tie, we split the break with the total time between them. If there happens to be a time even after that tiebreaker, we split the points between them. We had that in our very first race this week already.
But get your GGs out for princess.
Yep. Juef finally found the cave. Unfortunately, OOG did just finish third, though, so get those GGs out for OOG. Now, Juef does want to still finish here because of that potential time tiebreaker here, so he is definitely on the clock. He gets a 10-minute window to be able to finish after third place. Otherwise, he will automatically finish with OOG having an 11:20. If he's unable to get back there, he would have a 21:20. But we already know he knows where it's at.
He's already had eyes on Charlock. He's heading there now with Princess in tow. It won't be much longer now.
And after we saw this path, Charlock really wasn't that far away either. It was just a little bit further north. All the runners just went the other directions.
Oh no! Oh, it's baby breath. There's the troll. Sleep and baby breath.
Yeah, just giving him a little scare. The one thing Juef's got to watch out for here, he did not top off MP, so he only has 25 MP on him.
Yeah, a couple of bad hits, and he might actually run out of Healmores in the tank. That would be an unfortunate scenario.
Yeah, it's not the freest bottom with the biggest enemies being in here, and this Armor Knight deciding that it just loves the sleeping.
Not only that, but that was a preemptive sleep. Failed run, another sleep, finally got away. Herbing up, conserving those MP. The Stone Man do have the hurt more, so there is that.
Well, the Armor Knight seems to be lying on our screen because we clearly saw sleep from it in the race, but it says stop spell, so I'm not sure. A little tracker snafu with the flag set I guess we're running here, but get those GGs out for Juef. He will come in 4th place, finishing with a time of 13:31. And then for our chat out there, just sit tight. Give us about 5 minutes. We're going to get race 2 set up here, get these runners reset in the new room, get all the stuff reset on our end here, and we'll have race 2 coming momentarily. So, Sneaky, how did you feel about that first race? We won't have any interviews with the runners until after the second if they want to come in. But how'd you feel about race 1 here? Pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, a sub 10 for first place.
Yeah, this one was very, very friendly to the runners. Good gear in a nearby town, easy access to the swamp cave. Unfortunately, Juef didn't find out about that until much later. Enemies that just gave a lot of experience and just nearly no need for the worry about that random XP requirements. I mean, we were under 1,000 and already like level 13, I believe. 1,000 experience, and we were already 13 or 14. It was crazy.
Yeah, it only took 2 monsters to get into ghost stats. It was absolutely nuts as far as that goes. The princess was just right there. The only thing was Sherlock was deciding it was going to try and be a little bit sneaky. But yeah, that's the other thing. Juef just happened to go the wrong direction at the beginning and ended up in last place as a result. Little things in these races, because you're looking at 10-15 minutes. You don't have time to make up little bitty mistakes, and you won't know they're a mistake until later.
Yeah, absolutely. And with how varied these seeds can treat these runners, as we saw there, Juef was the first one to get experience and actually hit all of those spells, but the last to find that swamp. That's why we're doing 2 of these races. They're super fast. We'll go ahead and get a second one in here, give him a chance to try and catch up here. Don't write anybody off. Any of them can still win this. Looks like our runners are getting set up here, all using the same builds as last time.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, we got a countdown here in the race room, so we should see live here on stream in about 10-15 seconds, and we'll see how the new seed treats these runners. Will they get anything to help them right away? Will that 5 strength start for our runners on the right be a detriment? We'll see in a moment.
Torch? Oh, Edge isn't even getting to the third chest. He's just like, you know what? Peace out.
Yeah, third chest guaranteed to be gold since this is a keyless seed, and that's normally where the key is, but we'll see some treasury checks now.
Wings, gold, and more gold. Well, they do have 1 torch they can use.
Yeah, and as we see, the power of 1 torch can go pretty far in this, and rocket us many levels. Looks like all our runners are heading downstairs again, so we'll have a quick check and see what this cave is under the stairs here. Yeah, mountain cave, 5. Oh, look at the towns nearby.
Here's Brecken area right next to the castle. Gee, where have I seen that before? Silver Shield on steep discount for 183 bucks and full plate on sale as well.
Yeah, that's a fantastic pickup from a defense's perspective. Unfortunately, no weapons in this town. We'll see if this next town trolls us and ends up being Hawksness. I got fingers crossed.
Bunch of stats, bunch of spells, because you just hit level 6 after a red slime. Cyberdark is going after a scorpion, pitches the torch, and immediately gets his levels. Ooh, Flame Sword also on steep discount.
Yeah, Edge skipping that 1 gold chest doesn't matter whatsoever. Already completely loaded up. Looks like he might, I guess, be looking for a magic armor in lieu of this full plate. That's the only thing that we could possibly be getting at this point that would be better.
Either that or just pure force of habit.
So yeah, now that we got runners out here with some gear, we're going to see some very quick leveling up here as they come across some enemies. Let's see what kind of enemies are doing what for us here.
Yep, that's the Great Mall of Cantlin for you. Got some great deals today. Regular slimes only give 5 experience. That was still enough for Edge to get another level. Yep, 1 level, and that was heal more right there.
Yeah, agility kind of lagging right now. That's something that we kind of would like to have, hopefully, for when we do the Sherlock dive with the princess. But we just found a Druid Lord with 147 experience, and Juef might sit down here for a moment and grind these guys out.
Yeah, Juef's already hit level 8.
Check that. Level 10 off that skeleton, and found a couple caves just north of him.
Yep, the only cave they're interested in is Swamp Cave. If it ain't Swamp Cave, they don't care. There's Jerk, who cares? That is not Swamp Cave. That's Tablet, I believe.
That is correct, Tablet Cave. So a couple more duds here. Going to continue exploration to the north. Maybe going north after not going north last time and not having it work out.
Cyberdark found, no, that's just Staff Cave in the back there.
So we're quickly eliminating the caves that we don't want to see.
Yeah, but the Garanham with the 3 chests, none of them were particularly spectacular, and then you had... Well, actually, he did get the Erdrick sword, it looks like, out of that.
Oh, very nice. Back at Garanham must have had that, because I saw him after he had already walked around the back, past where the chests were. So, a little more attack. That's a plus 12. He finds Hawk's Nest, nopes right out of there. Ooh, kind of following in the footsteps of what we just saw Juef did come across those double caves. We got Cyberdark coming across the Stones Cave with its single chest. Just some more gold does to do a quick check. Never hurts. You might get lucky and pick up some Erdrick's armor here.
Yeah, Erdrick's armor would definitely be a pickup because of the passive health regen.
We got a cave up here. We got a cave up here in the swamp. Could this be swamp and swamp?
And not only that, we got Sherlock sighting on Oogs right over by Cole, and 4 steps south of the Bath and Cole, we have... You didn't see what that was.
Yeah, and I was watching Cyberdark. I thought you had it. Sorry about that.
No, it just clicked by too fast. I think it was just nothing. Whatever it was, it wasn't the armor, so that's the only thing we care about.
Yeah, the nothing is very common. This NPC in Rim is driving Cyberdark insane. Will not let him check this chest.
The true final boss of Dragon Warrior, the NPC pathing, and just for some more gold.
All right, so on stream, we've seen both pieces of the puzzle here. We've got us a Sherlock. We've got us a Swamp Cave. We don't know the spike in either, though. We'll probably see a check from Cyberdark here momentarily, though.
Yep, Cyberdark's in Swamp Cave now. Yeah, Oog unfortunately got his exploration crudely curbed.
We've got a Stone Man on the Swamp Spike here, and Cyberdark does have sleep, has some decent attack power, especially with that Erdrick sword. Is fighting through him right now, should have little issue getting through here. Does even have the outside spell, so only has to get through to the princess and can hit outside and then continue on the exploration path looking for Sherlock.
Do Wyvern with Hurtmore takes down Oog again. That has got to feel painful.
So Juef come across Garanham, saw Garanham, walked out of Garanham, decided to walk back in Garanham, realizing there's a cave back here. We'll see if he does decide to check the chest, because we do know Erdrick's sword is in one of these 3 chests.
Does not?
Yeah, I mean, he's already got a flame sword, so he's just moving on. Meanwhile, we do have Cyberdark rescuing the princess and looking to get out here and find some Sherlock action.
Yeah, he passed on those 3 chests. I would have at least checked him on for the possibility the armor, the reduced damage from DL2s and hurt mores and the extra heal walk, just too good to pass up, especially when it's such an easy you're literally walking right over the chest.
Yeah, and there is a lot of swamp in this map so far, we've noticed, and armor would definitely pay dividends with that. But we got Cyberdark hitting those wings, getting back to start, going to top off here in Breck and continue his exploration in a different direction. Well, we're all about to see some level 12s from everybody because Cyberdark just went 10 to 12 on that kill, and everybody is right there with him.
Whoa, 281 experience points off of that one guy that Edge hit. There's 12 for him.
So a little bit of a jump there from 10 to 12 with everyone bypassing 11. OOG's about 1,300 behind, but still would have a chance if he was able to come across the swamp cave. Anything kind of goes in this flank set.
I mean, the stats are a lot less critical in this flag set. As long as you've got hit points and enough heal mores in the tank to be able to get around the bend, that's all you really need.
So at this point, we have one runner with Sharlock knowledge, one runner with Swamp Cave knowledge. Unfortunately, oh, here we go. Cyberdark's got it.
Comment in chat. Lots of wide open land. I could make a reference there, but we're trying to be polite. There's the sword for Edge.
We got red dragons in the basement. First turn run, though.
Spike. Oh.
Yeah, I was going to say, getting a good run there, but here comes the spike.
It's a red. It's a green dragon. Ho, 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 green dragon.
Gets through it with a big 244 experience and has just a few extra steps, but a red dragon shows up. Let's see if he can get away again.
Red dragon is not letting him get away and takes him out after the spike before he can get to the Dragon Lord.
Yeah, 39 HP left when he tried that last run. I knew he was in the danger zone, but Red did shoot high to get that kill.
That was a risky play, and unfortunately it did not pay off. Now he needs to go re-rescue the princess and head out to Sharlock. He may have just cost himself this.
The only thing that's going well for him right now is two of our runners still have not located the princess. We do have Juef with the princess at this point, but is still going to be looking for wherever Sharlock is.
A lot of swamp in the fjords there with all of the rivers.
Yeah, so we'll see how fast Cyberdark can get back to both these locations since he has the knowledge. He also had knowledge that he was just over 1,000 experience away. We see OOG has come across Sharlock, still does not have the princess.
If I were Cyberdark, I would be under so much stress right now because I would be going, okay, if I can make it there, anyone else could already be in Sharlock right now with the princess.
Yeah, exactly. I think the one thing he's got going for him here is this is North Swamp's exit. South Swamp is actually just northwest, or yeah, northwest of there in the same area of swamp, so no one's going to come across it unless they come across that one specific bridge. But we got Juef coming across Sharlock, getting ready to make his first attempt right now. Which
may mean we may have a runoff. Juef did come in fourth on the last run, and if he comes in first and say Edge comes in last, you got a tie.
Yeah, that's when it would come down to the total time between the two races for each person. All right, Juef to the green dragon spike here. Was going to maybe radiant the dragon, but then decides, we'll just try and sleep it instead.
Everyone knows that the radiant strats are the meta, but live a little. And we have Juef in first on this race.
Yeah, get those GGs out for Juef. He's got a first place finish time of 13 minutes and 19 seconds. Very consistent. He was 13:31 on the first race. So we'll kind of keep an eye on the rest of these people. OOG's got his princess going right now. Cyberdark's carrying the princess around, knows exactly where Sharlock is, as does OOG. So we'll see how these attempts go for both of these runners.
Absolutely. And then people commenting in chat on the fact that he was using Zhang Fei as his icon.
Meanwhile, it looks like Edge going to maybe take an attempt at this spike tile in here. Maybe hope to pick up his armor if it happens to be Zen Hawks.
Cyberdark making his second attempt. A red on the spike tile here. Commented in chat, Zhang Fei with an agility MP build. Two stats that I don't generally associate with Zhang Fei. You're not wrong. Oh, OOG also in Charlock.
Yeah, and that red dragon Cyberdark ran into giving him fits. Took about 5 or 6 attempts to run there and multiple heal mores, and we got another one.
And he's only got 11 MP. He's got one more heal more in the tank.
Yeah, exactly. And we know we got to get through a green dragon still and get those extra steps, and we're going to take some damage here along the way. We'll see how this battle goes.
He's going to use a heal spell, so he has exactly 8 left in the tank. Defeated the green. Immediately going to heal more just in case he has that happen to him again.
Another red dragon giveaway!
First attempt, and GG Cyberdark coming in second place. Oh, OOG.
Yeah, that bottom of Sharlock is no joke. It is not exactly free as we're seeing, because we have borderline stats across the board here as far as getting away and with healing. So we'll see how this goes.
And welcome, Cyberdark. And Juef, how's it going?
GG's.
GG's. What a couple of seeds. That's incredible. It's so nerve-wracking.
Oh, my heart is racing.
Yeah, Cyberdark, that red. I'm so sorry.
I could have had this race in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Instead of trying to fight through it, if you had just tried to heal more instead there. But then again, you rolled the dice. Unfortunately, the dice made a very vulgar gesture at you instead.
Pretty much.
So we still got some good action here, and the final order of these two runners will determine who gets what places here. We do have a guarantee that Cyberdark will take first this week, already accumulating 8 points between the two races. We've got Juef at 6 right now, but if Edge does not beat out OOG, he will also have 6, and it looks like Juef will end up with the difference in time based on how long this has taken Edge to locate Swamp.
You said you couldn't find Swamp in the first one?
Yeah, I think I covered most of the map. I never went left or even northwest, so I found pretty much everything but Swamp.
Yeah, he missed it by 3 tiles.
Oh, it was directly north of Tantagel, I think.
Uh-huh, it was. That was the one direction he didn't go. He actually found Charlock before he found Swamp.
Thanks, RG365. I'm into it.
Did you say 3 tiles?
3 tiles. Look it up on the run back.
Yeah, it was like, I think I went directly north, found, I don't know, Breckenary or something, and it was right there next to it. I think I had the princess in 6 minutes, and then just took the rest of the time finding Sherlock in the first one.
Yeah, that's what most of the others did too.
In that second seed, did anyone else try and go through Swamp South?
Yes.
That was an awesome troll. I loved it.
Every other race I've watched has been like, just go through Swamp South and you'll find Sherlock, so you had to.
And OOG is back in Charlock with Princess in hand. Edge is just now getting the Princess. It all comes down to if OOG can close this out. He's got 58 MP, so he's got a number of heal mores in the tank. He is going to go ahead and repel some of these enemies. I'm not sure which ones would be repelled at this point, though.
I'm curious, does anyone know where Edge found his Erdrick's armor?
It was in Hawksness.
Okay, what was guarding it?
Red.
Red Dragon.
Glad I didn't take it.
Yeah.
Same.
So OOG in good position here. Got over here with 6 heal mores to this Green Dragon. Going to be able to take it down easily. Can he finish out the rest of these steps as we've seen? Not exactly a free walk over to the king.
I think the second time I went through, the Red Dragon was in the same spot.
Yeah. And then you ran from it the first time.
We'll get
And
those
GG for
yeah.
OOG.
Yeah, going to finish with an official time of 19 minutes and 25 seconds in this second race.
Yeah, the AKs on that first race were trolls. They had sleep and baby breath.
Slowly roasting on an open fire.
And wasting time being slept for multiple rounds for certain individuals.
Well, meanwhile, we got Edge making his trip around. Let's see if he can evade the Red Dragon trolls. Runs right away from the first one. Second one, not going to acquiesce as well.
He does have 66 MP in the tank, so he does have a fair few number of heal mores.
I was so scared on that second red too, because I was out of heal mores.
Heal! Reds have heal!
Oh no!
There we go. He had to stop spell just to keep it from healing off all of the damage he was doing, because he's only doing like 15 damage even with Erdrick's sword. Good thing we're not needing to try and take out the Dragon Lord, because that strength is absolute garbage.
Aside from the strength, I have to say that the levels were pretty good. Especially the first dozen ones we had on our first fights or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 fights and you're at level 12 with ghost stats.
Oh wow, those reds are relentless here.
Yeah, unfortunately for Edge, it's just non-stop Red Dragon after Red Dragon. I think this is his 5th one so far.
Yeah, this has got to be either 2 or 3 reds on the encounter table. I mean, we're approaching... Here we go. Oh, blue. No, dodged. Ha, there we go. GG Edge.
Yeah, get those GGs out for Edge. Very difficult for him, both in the terms of Sherlock and counter luck with the Red Dragons, but also just finding that Swamp Cave if it just continued to elude him, similar to our first race with, unfortunately, Juef trying to find that Swamp Cave as well. So going to take 4th place in this second race here, and we'll kind of get a tally here real fast of how we finished overall.
And welcome Edge.
Well, that was something.
That
Those
was
raids,
indeed
man.
something.
Had my own little mini DL2 fight going on there, just off of Red Dragons alone. GG's to my competitors, though. Wow, what a race, guys.
Yeah, GG to you too.
Indeed, GG.
We've heard you like red dragons. Would you like some red dragon with that red dragon so you can red dragon while you red dragon?
And just top it with a little Red Dragon, we'll be good to go.
So for the other runners joining us, what were your thoughts on both of these races? I mean, extremely quick as far as stats came. A little bit of expiration needed on both.
I don't know, that first one felt really, I don't know, just very linear. Like everything just seemed to be right where I needed it to be. It just was a matter of getting the little bit of stats I needed. That second one, though, I lost the castle, and I just never ran across because of the swamp. I never ran across that bridge.
Yeah, the small map can be deceptively large, and there were the second one was wide open spaces. The first one had a ton of bridges, but then that one little bridge in the northwest where both entrances to Swamp Cave was hilarious on the second one.
Yeah, I never saw the other side of Swamp. As soon as I saw where Swamp was and was able to get hurt more and just enough stats, I was like, okay, let's go. Let's follow the coastline and see what we can find.
Meanwhile, we got one of our trackers has been putting all the numbers together here. We'll see if he wants to post that up here in chat, and we can read it off. But it looks like we had a runner finish first in the first race and fourth in the second with a total of 6. That would be Juef. We had Edge finishing first in the first race, but fourth in the second, also with 6. We had Cyberdark with second in both, also at 6. And OOG pulling in the rear at 4, unfortunately, just third place in both. But so we're down to tiebreaker ties for all 3 of the 6-point racers.
Wow.
We wanted to make it interesting, and this is certainly interesting.
Yeah, so here we go. So got the times here. We'll see if RG wants to confirm them for me as well. But yeah, we had Juef with a 13:31 and a 13:19, combined 26:50. We had OOG with an 11:20 and a 19:25. He got a 30:45, but he's off the tiebreakers here. I went to the wrong column. Edge 9:12, 22:06, total of 31:18, and then Cyberdark 10:02 and 15:31 for a 25:33. So that 25:33 is going to give Cyberdark the W this week, and taking home those 5 points. The 26:50 will put Juef in second, and then Edge at the 31:18 will get third.
GG's, guys.
GG.
Yeah, GG's, guys. That was something. And like I said, that first race was amazing. That second one just kind of, oof.
Let's make that 5 races next year.
Yeah,
We certainly thought about 3, but we wanted to keep it short, so we kept it at 2.
Yeah, unfortunately, the problem with these really, really short seeds is small things snowball because you don't have time to be able to correct any mistakes that are made. And there's no way of knowing what's a mistake and what's not until after it's all over.
Yeah, missing that bridge is what killed me on that second one. Like I said, I saw the big swamp and I was like, I'll come back when I've got some better HP, and completely forgot it.
I think in the second one, I've been in Swamp, I went to Sherlock, and then when I died, I was like, oh, where's Swamp? I don't remember.
Yeah, I lost Sherlock. That's why it looked like I was a little confused after I picked up Princess and hit return.
Yeah, I usually make some mapping during my normal seeds, but these are so quick, I feel like I don't have time to, and I certainly could have forgotten where Swamp or Charlotte were as well.
I was definitely eyeballing the stats to just try to go for the kill too. So
Yeah, I mean, with DC, since you've got Three's Companies ending, you don't actually need to do the fight. The only thing you're really worried about is strength, maybe enough mana, or hit points, maybe enough mana to be able to keep yourself topped off, and defense question mark?
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, I was looking at the stats and I had both the sword and the armor, so I was like, well, I may not even need to go rescue the princess if I can get just enough.
Yeah, unfortunately, the strength on that second seed was not going to let you do that.
Nah, it didn't hit. So I was like, well, I've got enough to try to roll through, and then the Red Dragon Brigade. Oof.
Yeah. Dim Red Dragon Doe.
Red Dragons do what they do.
That is how the Red Dragon do.
So for the runners, looking ahead to week 3, we've got some slightly easier chaos flags coming up here. What are your thoughts going into that week?
Chaos.
I'm gonna find a different way to not come in last and still come in last.
I'm just gonna
that's succinctly placed.
I'm just gonna look at chaos and be like, well, let's do this.
I have no idea what I'm getting into, and I'm very much fine with it.
So it's almost like this week, except no speed hacks, and instead of a red slime being easy to kill but giving you lots of experience, it's going to be insanely hard to kill and give you maybe some experience. And watch out for Dragonlord 1.
And meanwhile,
Yeah,
red
I've
slime
seen-
or red
I've seen
dragons
chaos.
can have 5 HP.
Yeah, you can have red dragons with 5 hit points that are the wet noodle in zone 0, and you can have like a slime with 255 agility.
Yeah, nothing
And-
beats going into Hawksness, walking up to that spike, a nice smiley red slime comes up at you, and you're like, "You silly guy, what's wrong with this?" And it's the scene from Monty Python. It is the rabbit, and then that red slime just throttles you.
He's got huge fangs.
Look at the teeth, man! Yeah, and then, you walk up to Dragon Lord 1 and you're going, okay, what am I going to do for the DL2 fight? And then he physicals you for 85.
85
Oh yeah,
would be
I've
nice.
seen that.
I've seen him hit for like 107, 108.
Brutality at its finest.
Yeah, for those with access to our Discord, do yourself a favor and look at Diabetes' post from today of one of his Chaos Dragonlord fights. It is a real treat.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this. Chaos is the best.
Speaking of, we've gone ahead and linked the website, dwrandomizer.com, on our chat page. There's a link there to the Discord, as well as that being the randomizer. So if you like what you have seen this evening, you want to try it out, go ahead and come on over. We're a very open and welcoming community. We always like to see new people, and who knows, maybe we'll see you in the next tournament.
Absolutely. And additionally, follow these runners. They put on a great race for us tonight in both of these races. Do some really amazing stuff here, both in the community, outside of races, and just doing these races. It's a fantastic group of people we had here, and it was extremely fun to be here with them tonight. So, Sneaky, you have any final thoughts before we wrap up tonight's stream?
Man, these have been some incredibly fast seeds. It has just been a whirlwind race. GG to all of the runners. I mean, really, everyone is doing an amazing job.
Yeah, absolutely. And stay tuned. We don't have channel assignments yet, but we do have one race coming up tomorrow in the Group 4. We'll have Secret Agent Man versus Tristal versus Nemimva versus the Sea Wolf 1. That is slated for tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. So station to be determined, most likely either here or DW Randomizer. So we'll find that out and keep an ear out for that. Should be a fantastic one as well.
Yeah, I'll be trying to get that one.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and close it out for tonight. For our restreamer Flower Power 718, for our trackers RG365 and Shahali, for my co-commentator Sneaky Lost, I was DK9146. Have a great evening, everybody.
See ya.